What is up, guys? It's JMW here, and today I got my settings video for you guys. That is my controller settings, that is my NVIDIA filters, that is also the sauce, which I think you already know what the sauce is. The sauce allows you to, one, not only um not only YY macro, I'll show you how to set that up as well, but also helps you infinitely slide. So you can slide with no dead slides, because we all know how annoying dead slides are. You can slide in any direction, which will help you chow a lot more and win a lot more fights because you won't be dead sliding. So I'll show you all that in this video today. All right, so to start off, we have my controller settings, which I'll do my keyboard, not my keyboard, graphics. So this is my graphic settings. Pretty much, I think it's all pretty normal stuff, nothing crazy. Quality, we're at 1440p, 70 on the scale rating for strength. For fidelity, VRAM is 80. Variable rate shading is on. Texture resolution normal. Antistropic normal off. Low low. Bullet effects on. Off low. Optimized to 16. Shadow quality is normal. You really want to keep it normal at least, otherwise shadows look really bad. They also help you see a lot more. Tessellation is at near. I use 120 FOV. Actually, I use like 115. I don't know why it's 120. Make sure you have your movement, bobbing, and all that the least for the camera movement, and your blur, world motion blur off, weapon motion blur off. It's dumb. You can turn inverted flashbang on. That'll help you from being blinded, but I'm so used to it from playing Counter-Strike. My controller settings are 1.5, 1.5. Most of the pros use something 1.5 to like 1.7 or 8, I think. I'm more comfortable with 1.5. My dead zones, got one on the left side, max at 45. This makes it to where you can just barely tap it and you're already gonna sprint forward. So I mean, I think it helps with just slides as well, but it makes it more fluid. It makes it way more fluid. Right stick max 1, or minimum 1, max 99. The triggers are kind of just whatever. Multipliers, I have a 0.9 on the ADS. Everything else is 1. Got instant, dynamic with a 1.0. Seen other people change that to random ones. Attack sprint on, attack sprint assist. Mental assist off, crouch assist off, slide only, because hybrid. I'm not a fan of diving. I don't think it's optimal at all. I sometimes randomly dive, and it gets me killed, so I don't use it. Yeah. Prioritize finishing move, apply all on the plate. The C9 detonation, apply it all at once, one by one, just slows it down so much. Yeah, and I'll show you guys how to do DS4 settings, which some people could say whatever they want. I don't really give a shit. I don't. I really don't. This is what I have it set for. So you can just copy these settings. Right stick is your most important. Anti-dead zone at 0.13. I think that kind of simulates a little stick drift. Enhanced precision helps you stick your aim. I've seen a lot of people do linear. I think that just makes it like cleaner movement for like a lot of the high sense players. I don't do high sense. So I haven't tried it yet, but I'm not gonna bother with that. The rest of this kind of doesn't really matter. Make sure you go to your other and go down to the DS4 bit pull rate and set to 1000 or 1. I mean, they're the same. So just either one of those. What else? You gotta make sure you gotta do something else on here. Right, it's a different setting. I've seen people say to have it as an Xbox 360 controller. I don't really see the point in that. Light bar, you can change whatever color you want. When you do your dead zone selection, you gotta make sure the white box is within the red box, or else you'll be drifting. That's what helps the with the dead zone and the stick drift. I'll show you how to do the YY macro. So you click that, you go to record a macro, you'll hit record, and then whatever you switch your weapon with, whether it's YY or not, mine's triangle, yeah, you hit it twice, and then in between each one, you'll select it and hit insert weight. You'll do for each one. I have it set for 33. I've seen people set for 27. I've seen some put for like 45. It's all up to you. And then you just click save. That is how to get your YY. Now the infinite slide is your right stick. Whatever you use to slide with, you're gonna go to whatever you have that bind it to on your keyboard. I've seen people use it for. I have it as alt. Because I play mouse and keys sometimes as well. So I have it as alt. So you'll select alt, and that'll tell it to like, oh, okay, that's why slide only. When you do this, you're gonna lose the ability to exit out a lot of things with circle, because that's like your slide. Or I don't even know actually. But I have my PlayStation button set as escape, so in case I need to get out of something, it's really easy to do. When you do this, when you set to the no dead slide method, you can only slide. You won't be able to slide in the firing range, and you won't be able to lay down or crouch. So what you do is you set your left diagonal to whatever your bind is for stance down, which mine is C. So it'll be the crouch, the lay down if you hold it, and that's that. If you play claw, you could set to like your touchpad to be your YY, especially like the top one. I don't know how to understand how it does that, but it knows. But yeah, that's the easiest things to do. Yeah. So that is that. That's the DS4 settings. I'll show you guys my NVIDIA settings now. Mine are pretty simple. I've went through so many, and it's been driving me nuts because they were great until season 5. Something in season 5 just I don't know. I don't really know, man. It drove me freaking insane though. But these are my two that I use. Now, this is what it looks like with. This is what it looks like without any. This is what it looks like with mine. It's a little more clear. It's a little more brighter. So when you go to select these, you go to active filters, you go down to details will be down here and color will be down here. Details I have set for sharpen at 62, clarity at 16, HDR toning at 34, and then bloom at 50. My bloom's pretty high. You can drop that down to 0 or 15, but I just kind of like the way it makes things feel a little bit more smooth, kind of dreamy looking. For color, I have the tint color at 34, the tint intensity at 20, the temperature at 26, and the vibrance at 100. Now you can change the vibrance. I really wouldn't suggest it, but change the vibrance. It's so much brighter now. Why does it do this? But yeah, so sometimes you just gotta go back here and look at your stuff. But yeah, I wouldn't touch any of these really, just because it changes it so much. Details you can change with clarity, sharpen, bloom, and all that. You can add a brightness and contrast, but I just don't. I feel like it looks better when you don't do that. But this is how I make my game look like this, and I absolutely love it. It's so much more colorful, adds more life to the game. I mean, it's a night and day difference. As you can see, like, we'll try to, that's usually your emote wheel and your inspect for the weapon, but I have it set for lay down, which is great. My no dead slides really allows you to just easily win a lot more fights because you're able to slide very easily. I mean, before you had to wait a certain amount of seconds before you could slide, otherwise it would have been a crouch, which we don't have to deal with anymore. So now you can literally just slide so fast, G-slide. It's so much better. I prefer it so much more. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the video. This is my settings. I will put the link for DS4 in my bio. You're not going to get banned for hacking. This is what the pros use. If you don't think pros use this shit, you're delusional. Biffle uses this. Zyro uses this. Jkuchi isn't a pro, but he is a big-time player, big-time streamer. This is what he used to play all the time. He used this as well. They all use this. So, all you're really doing is giving yourself the ability to slide only, which you can do on mouse and key. You're giving yourself a macro for YYing, which does nothing at all. It's literally just a look thing. Doesn't add any freaking aim assist. It doesn't make you faster. It doesn't do anything crazy. Allows you to change the color of your controller light bar. See, mine's red, matches the controller. So, people can hate as much as they want. I don't really care. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, remember to like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.